Hello crafters, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm sharing a DIY stitching thread storage idea. The thread I have here is from DMC and it is from the Spellbinders website. Right here, I have the Color Essentials Cool Bundle, Warm Bundle, and Neutrals Bundle. Of course, you can purchase the DMC thread elsewhere. You might already have some in your stash, but you can also get it on Amazon, and many other retailers have DMC thread as well. What Spellbinders has, they've made it very easy for us crafters as they took all the guesswork out and they just picked the colors of DMC thread that perfectly match to the colors of their cardstock. So if you like doing tone on tone, this makes it so much easier for you. You can easily do tone on tone stitching and it looks amazing. In fact, that's the kind of stitching that I've started to do the most, as it always gives me the most beautiful result. Look how wonderfully these colors coordinate. The pink cardstock, this is the pink sand from Spellbinders, matches perfectly to the pink thread. And the other colors match beautifully as well. Now, this video is not about the thread itself, but the video is about the thread storage. I love my storage to not only be functional, but also pretty and colorful. I have a white craft room, the walls are white, the floor is white, the ceiling is white, the furniture is white. So I try to add color to my space by having colorful storage. Because the thread I have matches the color of the Spellbinders cardstock, I created custom cardstock spools to store my thread. One of the club products from Spellbinders this year was a stitched color wheel stamp set, and then there was a coordinating die. So this was the May 2022 clear stamp and die of the month. This product is still available. You don't have to be a club member to purchase it. Anyone can go on the Spellbinders website and get these products. And these are fabulous to use to create your own thread storage. So here I die cut 3 spools from colored cardstock, so 3 pieces from each color. I wanted these spools to be sturdy, so cutting 3 pieces did the trick for me, because if you cut just one spool is not sturdy enough if you ask me. Now you can do just 2 from colored cardstock and maybe replace the middle one with a white die cut spool if you want to save your colored cardstock. And you can also go with just 2 pieces, glue 2 pieces together. That would already make them nice and sturdy as well. But I do prefer to have 3 or maybe even 4 pieces to my spools. Next, I stamped the line number in black ink onto the bottom part of the spool to have the space to write the thread number. Now, you don't have to do the stamping. You can actually skip it. You still have the space there to write the number. So if you like this idea, you can just get the die set that cuts the spool out. But I do like the die set in conjunction with the stamp set because I can also do a little bit of stamping here. Now, you can, of course, buy pre-made plastic spools online. Usually they are white. And I do have a few of those as well for some of my variegated floss. But I think that there's something special about making these colorful, color-coordinated spools for the floss that coordinates with a Spellbinders cardstock. Now, even if you do not have Spellbinders cardstock, you can still create color-coordinated spools for your floss. You would just have to do the color coordinating yourself. They don't have to match perfectly. You can just, match the pink cardstock to the pink thread you have in your stash to make it look pretty. I do use a lot of the Spellbinders Color Essentials cardstock. I don't have all of their cardstock colors, but I do have most of them, and I really love the quality of this paper. It is nice and thick, it is perfect for die cutting, and it foils rather well too. I also even use it for card bases sometimes. So with the spools stamped, I then used glue and I adhered the 3 die cuts together, creating one thick spool for my thread. Here, by the way, is another spool I made using white cardstock. So I heat embossed a spool outline in gold embossing powder, and I used 4 layers of cardstock here instead of 3. I made these as a test for my variegated floss. So here's another idea for you. With the spools done, we can transfer the floss onto them. The Spellbinders website will tell you which color thread coordinates with which color cardstock. For example, this DMC Pale Yellow 744 thread coordinates with the Spellbinder's beeswax cardstock. So I just write down the thread number 744 on my spool and I transfer the thread. I started by securing the end of the thread in the slit and then I wrap the thread around it. I've found this process to be rather soothing. Wrapping all of that thread around my spools, it was almost as a form of meditation. I had music on and I just wrapped the thread around the spools. Now I did try to keep it neat and wrap it with minimum overlap to keep the spools on the flatter side. That does take longer, but it does look better in the end. Once done, I placed the end of the thread in the little slit to secure it. And I love the way this looks. Not only functional, but also very pretty. I wrapped all the other thread from the warm bundle onto my spools. I didn't do all of the thread colors as I don't have these Spellbinders cardstock colors that coordinate with these two orange threads. That's something that I have to come back to once I have these colors of cardstock in my craft room. I don't really use a lot of orange in my card making, so I don't have those colors. From here, you can obviously store your spools any way you like, either in a special container, in a drawer, or out in the open. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.